We back.
Hey.
What we doing? Yeah, we raising kings. What she doing? Yeah, she raising the king. What they doing? Yeah, they raising kings. Raising kings. Raising kings. What she doing? What he doing? Yeah, they raising kings. What I'm doing? What I'm doing? Yeah, I'm raising the king. Lady love, what you doing? Yeah, she raising the king. We raising some kings. We raising some kings. Yeah. Raising Kings podcast.
And we back.
Yeah.
Like we never left.
The fuck?
Yeah.
Damn, you cut that shit off abruptly.
Yeah, my bad.
Like what?
I was supposed to turn it down, right? But
Yeah. Cut that off abruptly.
abruptly.
Like that's it.
Yes, my bad.
Enough of that. Let's get to
You are
it.
now tuned in to the Raising Kings podcast. This is your girl Sassy.
And it's your girl, Lady Love.
This is Jefe.
Yeah, we up.
Jefe to the.
We outside. Well, not technically. We ain't outside yet, but they opening up.
What
We
you drinking,
opening
man?
up. We opening up.
Me? I just hit myself with a little Blanco tequila,
And what was
some
it?
pink grapefruit soda,
Oh.
and with a little bit of salt, because I like my tequila with salt.
That girl. Yeah.
Oh, you put some salt. You put some salt around the rim.
No. I just like Salt
Oh, you
Bay.
put
I hit
it-
it like
oh.
Salt Bay and just
Oh,
sprinkle
right.
everything in there. Yeah, I like a little bit in it. I don't like the salted rim because when it like starts to melt, it melts inside the cup, and then you got a whole cup full of damn high blood pressure.
That's true.
So I just put a little dab in it, and it gives it a good blend to me. I don't know. I like it like that.
That's true.
Right. So, ladies, what's up, man? I ain't seen y'all in a couple days, man. What's going on with y'all, man?
I know.
Just the
Y'all
life
looking,
of quarantine. That's all.
y'all looking very lovely, very quarantine lovely.
Oh, well, thank you. That's right,
Yes.
baby.
Thank you. You know,
Quarantine lovely.
Lady Love all glammed up.
Y'all don't seem like you had nobody coughing on y'all or having any
Nah.
droplets
Oh,
on
hell
your
nah,
lips or
nah.
nothing like that. You know what I mean?
Mm-mm.
No.
You know what I mean?
Exactly. Now just same rules apply for me. I'm just indoors. The only time I go out is like for like a grocery store run, and that's it.
All right,
No,
girl.
I'm the only one really being. Well, I mean, of course, Ms. Love, you go out too, but I go out in the street. But you know, I know how to avoid people. I know how to move in the shadows.
Right.
That's right. 6
And not
feet.
really, yeah, man. I know how to.
That's all you
how to
could
stay
do.
away from people.
That's
It's a
all
normal
you
thing
can
for me
do.
because I never was a type to want to be in crowds and be around a whole bunch of motherfuckers anyway. So it ain't no pressure for me to do that shit.
Right. You know. So I mean, I prefer my bed. I'm always at home. I tell people I'm pulling up and I'm in my bed.
For real.
To the dream.
Me and you both,
For
boy.
real.
I be the same damn way. I'm like, yeah, I'm about to go put my clothes on right now. I'm coming through. I be looking at my closet. I look at my closet. I look at my bed. I'm like, man, I'm going to fuck the bed, man. Fuck
Yeah, I'd be like, all right, I'm pulling up. They say, where you at? Yo, I'm pulling up. Pulling up to the dream.
I love that shit.
yeah, man.
I love that shit.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Now,
but
you know,
definitely after when we able to go outside, after we let the Rugrats go out and test it, you know what I'm saying? Then I'll see what it's like.
Starting Monday, right? Monday will be full in effect.
Yeah, I think Monday here in Broward and Miami opening up, right?
Didn't they start opening up already?
Yeah, so
The
like the northern part, but
I
officially
mean, everything's
for Miami.
gonna open up. The only thing they're not opening is really the motherfucking gyms.
Well, no, they said Wednesday for the gyms.
So Wednesday for gyms.
Yeah, they said Wednesday for the gyms.
I heard the mayor in Fort Lauderdale was saying, man, ain't gonna be that Jamaican nigga. He said ain't gonna be no motherfucking gym. Go do your exercise in your house. That's what he said.
No, I saw something. I saw something. Because on Facebook I got a couple of friends that's gym rats. So they was reposting stuff saying that the gyms is gonna open up.
These people out here tripping, yo. There was one shit I seen. This lady was in this Verizon store. She comes inside the store with no motherfucking mask on. And they were like, yo, we don't want to help you. And she like, nah, fuck that. Y'all got to change my fucking phone and this, that, and the other. And she starts screaming at the dude. The dude was like, listen, you can't stay here anymore. You got to leave. The lady was screaming at the top of her lungs in this dude's face. I'm like, yo, if that was me, I couldn't help it. I would punch in her fucking face.
Hell yeah, she would have just
I
got
would have knocked that hoe out.
boom.
I'm telling you, I couldn't take that shit. The way
God.
she was screaming, yo, she was screaming at the top of her fucking lungs, like, you fucking devil, you motherfucker. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
Yo,
that's crazy. Like that. I mean, and I don't like that's just the anger and the demonic spirit in them because it's just something so simple to wear a mask. You got to be so aggressive. You know,
man. I mean,
I don't
yo,
get it.
They
I
I
don't
mean,
just
get
it's
hot.
simple. I mean, I got respect for myself and I got respect for you, yo. So if I'm gonna wear a
Mhm.
mask, yo, I'm only doing it out of respect for myself and you.
Right.
I'm
Yeah.
protecting myself because you know I could be a carrier of this shit. I could just be passing this shit around every time I open up my,
Passing it
every time
on.
I
Passing
show
it
my
on.
teeth, I'm giving you your shit. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? My shit could be potent like a motherfucker too.
Yeah.
So
Mm-hmm.
goddamn, man, what the fuck, man? The doctor done said, yo, put a mask on, yo. Put the fucking
Put it
mask on.
on. Just put it on. Just
But
put it
you got
on.
niggas out here that just want to be defiant. They just like, fuck this shit. We not doing this shit. You know, I mean, come on. I mean, what the fuck?
Well, we got a lot of
It's crazy,
psychotic
Yeah. Then
man.
it turned into an
cases
uproar
out here.
about the
A lot of
civil
psychotic
rights and all
people.
type of
Yeah, man, it's just
stupidity.
crazy, man. You got that one dude down in Key West. I mean, down in Key
Mhm.
West. I could understand he got a business and shit. So he trying to sue the state and try to sue the governor
Oh
because
wow.
he want them to open up. I think matter of fact, I think out of all of the counties in fucking Florida, I
Mhm.
think Key West had the lowest
Mhm.
turnout as far as COVID-19. It pretty much didn't have no cases down there at all. I think they got like maybe
Also,
three or
there's just
four
Yeah,
like, oh,
because
cases.
let
they
us
stayed
stay
their behinds
open.
inside.
Yeah. And
They
what
did what
they
they were
did
supposed to
was,
do.
there's one way in there's only one way to go in Key West, and there's only one way out. So they shut that shit down. So ain't nobody going in unless you're a resident. They're not letting you in that bitch.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And
Right.
that's how they control that
Hey,
COVID
but
shit down there. But
you didn't
this nigga,
remember you didn't remember that chick that went in like she was trying to get to the keys and then they turned her away and then she drove out, turned around and hit like 90 miles per hour trying to hit the cops. They yanked her ass out of that car, almost killed her.
Oh my
yo,
It was a
God.
that's
case she was
crazy.
trying to get down in the keys and they told her she couldn't go. She tried to run them over.
That's
Mm-mm.
just
Don't
crazy,
do
yo.
that.
Crazy, man.
First things
Crazy, man.
first. You don't need
That's what I
listen. The
say.
cops do not need no reason to put their hands on anybody. Trust me, bitch. When you give them a reason,
Well, they
listen,
putting their hands.
bitch.
Yeah.
If you go look up there in NY, they put hands on a motherfucker like a. They put hands on a nigga like a
I'm just
Oh
motherfucker up
yeah,
there.
don't. You
definitely.
ain't
You know what
gotta
I'm
give them
Definitely.
saying?
no reason. You ain't
Shit.
gotta even give them a
And
reason.
then
Once you
and then on
give them
top of that,
it's like fucking with like hitting a beehive or some shit like that. You feel me? It's like
yeah, it don't even make no. Yo, I'm telling you, man. I understand. You know, some police out here, they just so disrespectful. But
Hmm.
I was told from Young and a lot of other police officers that I know that's on the job, yo, you ain't gonna have no wins with these cops on the street trying to start some shit with them and trying to get your way. It's better
mhm.
off you just, go with the flow, keep the shit nice and calm so you can get your ass home. It don't make no sense to start trying to start with these motherfuckers and pop shit with it, man, because you cruising for
Yeah,
a bruiser,
because a
man.
lot of
It
them
just don't
are.
make no sense, you know?
I mean, my thing is, the
That's the thing.
unfortunate thing in New York. I'm sorry, Lady Love. Go ahead.
No, I'm saying the cops, they feel like they are above the law instead of, you know what I mean, protect and serve. That's your
Yeah.
job.
Like
Like
like just
you're
this
supposed
past
to protect it.
like just this past I think it was either Thursday, I think it was Wednesday or Thursday. There was this
Mhm.
lady, there was this girl, young girl, coming out the train station, and she was with her kid. I think the kid was like 2 or 3 years
Oh
old,
yeah,
and
how
she
they
was coming
body
up the
slammed
steps.
her.
Yeah,
Hmm.
and they
Why?
told her, I understand. The thing about it
Because
is,
she
you
didn't
already
have
know
on a
how these
mask.
police. She
Oh, okay.
had the mask, but she didn't have the mask on properly. All
Mhm.
right, fine, you don't have the mask on properly. Of course, the police. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
But don't start
Just
popping
tell
shit.
her.
Man, fuck y'all, get out my fucking way. And it's that boo boo boo. Yo, what you think the police gonna do? You already know the police out of pocket down there already. They snatched the
Surely.
lady in front of her kid, threw her ass on the ground. I mean, yo, just put the fucking mask on, man. It don't even make no sense to just go back and
Yeah,
forth with these.
but I mean, I agree. You know what I'm saying? Put the mask on because I mean, I don't know why it's so hard. You know what I'm saying? I don't understand what's so
Because the thing
hard
about
to,
it, but you know what?
you know what I'm saying, put the mask on for safety
It's
reasons.
definitely, it's
But it's
definitely.
unfortunate that they're in the inner city communities beating people asses.
Yo,
And they
listen
the
to me,
ones that ain't
man.
listening.
Listen to me,
Shit.
man. It's a double standard, man. Like I
They the
said,
ones that
I
ain't fucking
mean,
listening.
I got family members that's law enforcement. They already know. It's just like over here. If you go to Boca, they're gonna knock on your door at Boca or Parkland. They're gonna knock on your door. But if you go to Six Trunk, they're gonna kick your fucking door in. You know what I'm saying? They're
Yeah.
not knocking on your fucking door. They're gonna kick your fucking door in. Boca, they're gonna knock on your door because they don't know whose door they coming to. It could be a mayor, it could be an
Right.
attorney, it could
Right.
be a state senator. They don't know. But in the hood, they pretty much safe to assume we're gonna kick this motherfucker's door in and drag their ass outside. And the thing about it is, you don't know
Even
what
that
kind of
police
cop you're gonna get.
officer. Right.
Yo, there
But
was
even
another
that police
situation. Check
officer.
What
Now go
which
ahead, go
police
ahead.
officer. No, I'm saying there was
That
another
dude in New
situation
York.
too. Which dude in New York?
Mm-hmm.
Which one? The police officer that dragged the dude and
Isn't
put him on
it
desk
delay?
duty and he still got his
Yeah.
job? Huh? Say it
Yeah,
again?
exactly.
Yeah. Same shit. But
No,
you said,
it's a
but it's
horrible
like such
delay
a
right
double
now.
standard. But it's I know, but it's like such a fucking double standard. Yes, it's a delay like a motherfucker. It's such a double
Yeah,
fucking
it's a
standard
horrible delay
because
right now, yo.
it was this chick, it was this white chick. What happened?
Now
Y'all
we
just
laughing at the
talk.
delay.
Huh?
This is crazy.
I'm just hearing everything. It's so funny.
That's
I'm
the
sorry.
delay. The delay is retarded.
Oh, the delay. Oh. No,
No,
I
I
was
think
truly,
we
saying
I
I
this
think
think we
because
lady.
the
good.
delay, it's like
There was
horrible.
this lady. There was this lady in Portland, Oregon, right? I
Hmm.
think it was Portland. I think it was. Yo, this bitch was cursing these police out. Not only was she cursing the police out, they was. I guess she had some like medical issue, and they knew she had to be on some type of medication. But she was cursing these motherfuckers. I mean, same situation like in New York, but they treated her completely different. She
Yeah.
even ran in front of the police car. Was like, "You ain't going nowhere. Fuck that shit, nigga.
Wow.
You ain't going to motherfucker." And it was like, "Listen, you're gonna go to jail." They were like talking to her so nice, like giving her ample amount of time, walking away from her, trying to go to the car. She was going to eat police car and like, "You ain't going nowhere. Fuck y'all." Blah, 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 blah. They didn't do nothing to her. They was like, "Listen, we gotta
Yeah.
go." Blah, 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 blah. Never touched her, never dragged her, never did shit. I mean,
It's
come on, man.
unfortunate because that's what I was saying with that police officer. It's like they was just recording. They was just recording the incident, and he was like, "What you flinching for?" Pow, 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 like it was MMA. And
Yeah,
it's
that's
like,
how I be.
yo, and then,
Them
and
dudes.
the crazy part is right across the street, the crackers was at the park, and they was handing
Giving
them
out
out
masks.
masks.
Yeah, that's how I be.
Crazy. I just don't
That's
get
how I
it.
be.
I don't get it, man.
Well, the thing about
Mm-mm-mm.
it, one thing with New York, you gotta understand, it's a lot of shit. It's a lot of shit in New York that's it's really gentrified. So, you got a lot of these white folks complaining about people who's been in the neighborhood for like eons. I mean, a lot of these
Right.
neighborhoods, like the neighborhood I grew up in, and like the neighborhood when I was a kid, I grew up in Brooklyn. That neighborhood was like one of the worst neighborhoods. I mean, it was like one of the
Right.
worst neighborhoods. Bushwick, between, on Halsey Street, Bushwick between Bushwick and Knickerbocker. It was like the worst neighborhood. My aunt used to get robbed like every other day coming out the train station. I mean, I'm talking about
Damn.
and I mean, listen, it's like walking maybe like 2 blocks, and she would get robbed. One time, yo, it's so funny. One time, my aunt was so crazy. She got robbed by the same nigga like 3-4 times, right? And the nigga knew. The nigga knew when she was getting paid. One time, the nigga came to come rob
Damn.
her. One time, right? This how crazy it was. She's like, "I know this dude is gonna be here to come rob you," right? And then when the dude went to go rob her, the dude was like, "Yo, give me your
Oh, we
purse." She's
lost
like, "Yo,
Lady Love, Jefe.
yeah." Yo, here she comes. She back again.
Okay.
She back.
There we go.
Yeah, she got football. Yeah, right. So she was like, boom. So my aunt was like, "Yo, this dude, she know the dude, and she know the dude face and everything. Dude come catch her at the train station trying to rob her. She had just got paid. So the dude, she know the dude so well. She's like, "Listen, nigga, you not taking all my money this week.
Dude, that
Fuck
was
that. I'm gonna give you some. You ain't
yeah.
taking all my shit, and you not taking my purse. I just bought this purse. Not gonna take it. I'm gonna give you some of this money. I ain't giving you all my money." And she gave the nigga some, and then she
Damn.
kept the rest, and she kept it moving. I mean, the dude robbed her like 4 or 5 times, but just to try to say how bad the neighborhood was. But now the neighborhood's completely gentrified, and so now,
Yeah,
you
it's
have all these European This is what it is. It's just fucked up.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's
Yeah,
just,
that's a crazy situation. Hold on, lady love. Turn your camera view a little bit the other way, the long way.
I try. See, look.
readjustment.
Now it
Mhm.
was like
Yeah, go to low.
a
There you go.
delay. I was like, what the hell is going on? I don't know.
Oh, what happened?
Yeah,
It kicked you out.
They
Hefe
don't
was
want
over
us to.
there sounding
They
like a
don't want us to be
robot.
great today.
I would sound like a
Yeah.
robot. That's why he was laughing, right? I would sound like a. Mhm.
I was like, I don't
Yeah,
know
but
what
it's
they
just
doing in your
crazy.
living room, but they is messing it up. Okay.
It's just
Trump, that's who's
unfortunate.
doing it. It's
Like
Trump.
for yeah, Trump said, "I'm tired of y'all talking.
Yep,
We
that's
gonna
it.
shut
Y'all
y'all
keep
down."
talking.
Man, that's what it be. All this Zoom shit, I ain't get no money.
Look.
What?
I mean,
That's
Yeah,
what I'm
talk to
saying.
me. Say something.
Everybody.
Huh?
I said everybody on
just
Yo,
that Zoom shit.
yo,
He like, ain't no money.
yo,
What?
did y'all-
What's the money?
yo, I'm hearing it is. Yo, I heard every week. I heard it is popping at these house parties. Yo, I heard it's popping out here
yeah,
in Fort Lauderdale. Man. I heard the strippers got their own shit. They moving house to house, bringing their own portable poles in the crib.
yeah. They gotta make their money. The clubs ain't gonna open up for a while, so they like,
I
man,
heard
we
it
gonna
is.
throw this ass in the
I heard
circle.
it's popping. I
Oh,
heard it's down here. I heard ain't nothing stop. I heard the office in your crib. If you want to go to the office, the crib is where the office is at. We about to pop. Bring your money. Drop it like it's
so
hot
they not
on the
gonna be
wood.
open on Monday? They not gonna open up on Monday?
Who not
No,
gonna
the
open up?
clubs like
Shit,
small
club.
spaces like that, like clubs and venues and things like that, and like performances, festivals with large gatherings like that. It's not gonna be open probably till next year.
They said
That's
that
so
shit ain't
crazy.
coming back to 2021. Yo, like I
All
said,
they
I
Yeah.
was
need to
talking to a
do
partner of
is
mine. I'm
limit
like,
the
yo,
amount of people that's going in the club. That's it.
how? How the fuck you gonna do that? How
Yeah.
the fuck you gonna do that?
What do you
And you
mean?
only gonna have 10 people in the club?
That's it, bitch.
Shit, you
That's
gonna
it.
be getting lap danced
You
one of them
mean
nasty hoes. Don't even
That's
know where
it.
that shit came from. Telling
That's it. That's it.
I mean,
you.
That's it. That's all you
it's
can
just
do.
real. It's real crazy, like to really see that this is gonna be our life, like for like the next 2 years or so.
Yo, 2021,
Yeah.
yo. Yo, the thing about it I mean, you got to see how these artists are gonna survive, man. But I see what they're doing now, because you know what they're doing on Zoom now, right?
What are
Like,
they doing?
what they're doing is like they'll have like a Zoom. They're doing like a Zoom concert, but you could see it, but they offer like a VIP. So they'll charge you like $100 for the VIP. But what happens is, like, let's say we on a Zoom together, they'll give the person, after they pay their money and after they do their performance, they'll put them on their Zoom. So like, let's say if they got like 30,000 people watching or whatever, they'll put you in on the Zoom, so it'll show you like you partying with them on their shit. So that's how that's how they're gonna start generating money. So that's what they're gonna start doing. You know what I'm saying?
But wait, how
So
many
you're gonna
people
have
Yeah,
can you
projects.
have
it
on
seems
Zoom at
like
the same time?
You can have a whole bunch of
you can
people on
have, yeah,
Zoom.
you can have a lot
It's
of people. It's unlimited.
it's just somebody controlling who they're gonna
Yeah.
put on and how they're gonna move it. So it could be let's say the Migos performing, and then you got 100 people that paid to see them, and then let's say there's like 100,000 people watching them, and then they'll flash it to you while you in your crib partying to the Migos or whatever, and you
Right.
dance to the Migos or whatever. So that's what it's gonna be. That's the only way I
And
can see
then
them making money.
and then you got to remember with big venues and big concerts and stuff like that, they're gonna give them access to do whatever they want to do. Like they can have thousands of people on there if they want to, you know.
Hey, well, there's a
That's
will, there's a way. Where
they
there's
gotta
a
figure
will,
out. They
there's
gotta
a way,
figure out. They
baby.
gotta figure out something. They gotta
Yeah,
figure
because
out
people,
something,
hey, it's the
because
outlet. It's the outlet. So,
you gotta think about a lot of these dudes out here, man. They gotta be able, not only did that they need that money, they gotta support their lifestyle. They got Lambo payments, Rafe payments, mansion payments, mama
speaking of
house
that,
paid, daddy house gotta get paid,
yeah,
side chick
speak,
house
well,
gotta get paid, baby
shit.
mama house gotta get paid. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Well,
So
shoot. Speaking of that, let's talk
so
about that whole what's his
huh?
name? 6ix9ine issue, I guess.
Yeah.
Let's talk about
Takashi.
that. Speaking about that, yeah.
What you
Let's
gonna
talk
talk about?
about that.
No, the
I
dude.
don't know nothing about it, but
All I
it's
know
news
is
apparently. It's news apparently.
Takashi is a
It's
bitch,
big.
and
It's big
honestly,
news.
yeah, it is. It's big news. I mean, he's a bitch. That's it.
But it ain't, yo, you know what? It ain't. Listen, man. I mean, you know, the thing about it is
Hey,
the
no, 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 no.
generation, the
Ain't no
generation. The,
justifying him, yo. Nah,
listen,
fuck that.
no, 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 no,
Because
no. Listen,
you
let me tell you something.
were.
No, no, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. The
There you
generation that
go.
I grew up in, the generation that I grew up in, you was 10 toes down. You
The
took your hit on
generation
the
I
head.
grew up in, it was
Same
10
thing.
toes down, too.
But this new generation, they don't give a shit. He's going to
Right.
be the biggest thing ever. Leave that nigga alone. And the thing about it is, you know he's a troller. So he knows exactly what to do to generate that buzz around him. Man, let him do what he going to do because it's all the little white kids buying his stuff anyway.
Right.
Every time he
That's
put a
one
post on his
thing.
page, every time he put a post on his page, he got 2 million, 3 million people following him. Let him do what he gonna do, man. Them days of no snitching and all that other shit, that's dead. And on top of that, them niggas in Brooklyn, them niggas knew who they was dealing with. When they put that nigga on point, they knew who he was. So what you got is what you got, nigga. You knew he wasn't built for nonsense. You know what I'm saying? He was a blood. Next minute he was a Crip.
Mm-hmm.
You know what he was about.
Mm-hmm.
So them niggas in Brooklyn thought they could ride the nigga and extort him. It's not going.
Yeah.
It didn't work. Okay.
So what are the
And
headlines saying though? Like, what are they saying now
the
about him? Like,
headline is saying
That's what's going on
basically.
with 6ix9ine. It's partly their fault,
The
too.
headline is saying
It's
basically
partly their fault, too.
the nigga done broke the internet. That's all. He broke the internet. Every time he posts some shit or put a video up, the video was like almost number 1 or number 2 or whatever the case may be, or whatever the case is. You know what I'm saying? So let the man do what he gonna do. We could call him a snitch or this or that. The man did what he needed to do, and that's just what it is. And this new generation, they don't give a fuck. So, and I said it from before. He gonna come out, and if he's smart, he don't got to make another rap record. He can go make a reggaeton record, a Spanish record, a Mexican record, and he could just go tour Latin America, make $1 gazillion, and don't never have to touch urban radio ever in his life if he don't want to. But you know he likes that drama shit. So who gives a fuck? I mean, it's a shame. You
you
got
like
a
this?
lot of niggas. Got a lot of niggas got 100 years behind his shit. But hey, these niggas knew what they were doing. They put this nigga on point. I mean, what did you
Yeah.
expect? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What you expect?
Yeah. My thing is with that is, you know, like you said, like they try to extort him. And for me, I understand it's like, yo, so you want somebody to stay 10 toes down for you after y'all done beat, rob, smash his baby mama and all that. I understand what he's saying. But at the same time, you know you wasn't built like that. You know you a soft little dude. You
Yeah.
wasn't built like that. You even rapping about not snitching and now you snitching. You know what I'm saying? So
Listen.
let him, but allow him to go do his thing because really he's not in our fan base. Like our people are not the ones that's buying his record. So just let him go.
I mean, the
do
core
what he
people
want to
that's
do.
buying them records that's doing it is all these new little white kids. What they know. I mean, yo, the thing about it is where he came from in Bushwick, in Brooklyn, where he came from, worst of the worst place he could have came from. And these dudes that
Exactly.
put him on supposed to be some thorough dudes. Obviously, and it's the thing about it. Niggas always are so short-sighted. They never look long term. Look at short-term games and what they can get right now. They never thought about the long game. They didn't even think about the long game. They put this dude on. They knew he wasn't built for that drama. They knew he wasn't. He was first a Crip, then turned to be. And I don't know nothing about that Crip and Blood shit. I don't know nothing about it, but that's what they
Yeah,
say.
me either.
You know what I'm saying? That's what they say. You knew he wasn't built for that. You know what I'm saying? And you knew he wasn't built for it. So you got what you got. You understand what I'm saying? What you expected. I mean, what it is what it is. It's unfortunate, but yo, man, you get what you got. I mean, the fact of the matter, he talking about, oh, they smashed my baby mama, they did this, they stole from me. Motherfucker, shut up. You knew what you was getting into too. You knew what the type of niggas they was. You knew the whole shit. You better off just saying, listen, nigga, I wasn't built for the bullshit. I did what I had to do to get home to my family and my daughter.
He need to go to
Yo,
Europe or Russia somewhere and go do that.
could.
You know what I'm
That
saying?
makes sense.
Go do that shit. Go be over
Yeah, he
there.
could.
You know what I'm
Them
saying?
niggas,
That
them
makes
niggas,
sense.
that reggaeton shit, them niggas, Bad Bunny, and well, all them niggas like, come home, come do this Spanish reggae shit with me. that Spanish reggae song. He don't have to do another rap record if he don't want to. He's
No,
doing
that's
it
a
because he
fact.
wants to
That's a
troll.
fact.
He
But
wants to troll.
you know what my thing is though? Like 6ix9ine ain't really have to go like be no gang member because he already had like a core following already. You know what I'm saying? So I don't even know why he went and did that. Like when you look at his numbers before Treyway, he was already popping like
Well,
overseas.
let me tell you where he was. Okay, listen, where he was from, the area when he was from in Brooklyn is
That's true.
crazy. It's blooded down. He didn't have a
Yeah,
choice.
he wanted.
If he wanted to come outside and wanted to be cool outside, he didn't have a choice but to go down that road. He didn't have a choice. You understand what I'm saying? But he made the pact with the devil. He knew what he was getting, and his people knew what they was getting too. Because if they was thorough, like they supposed to be thorough, these niggas, whatever they were thorough. They knew what they were getting in bed with. They knew. You understand what I'm saying? So you only put out what you only get what you put out. So they knew what they were getting into. You know what I'm saying? Now the nigga out here getting his get back. All these niggas that counted him out, say he was this, say he was that. So now he coming out here saying what he want to say. And it's really not too much you could. I would if like today Snoop Dogg was talking. If I was Snoop, as old as Snoop is, I would not even put my mouth on 6ix9ine.
Yeah, I wouldn't even be
care
talking.
about
No,
what
for real,
6ix9ine
I
is
wouldn't
saying.
even say nothing about that dude. You know what I'm
Snoop
saying?
Dogg is just too. Again,
Last
he's
time
just
you
too
said
big
something,
and too much of a
I ain't had
big
time.
figure to even say
Exactly.
something.
They're gonna regret
Didn't
saying
even
something to
say
him.
anything about
Like
him,
just
man.
leave
Just
him,
They
leave
better
that
let the
boy
let
cat
him do what
alone.
he
alone,
gotta
nigga.
do. I
My
feel
boy.
like silence will kill him. Like
You
if
really
nobody
better
like
leave
pay
me
attention
alone.
to him in the
Exactly.
blogs, don't say nothing,
No
it'll all
way.
die off. You know what I'm
Listen,
saying?
No way.
but that's what they're trying to do, but they
Go on
can't.
and do your shit
They trying not.
and get out my
Again,
way,
people who say they're not
bitch.
following him, they following
You
him.
funky
They want to see
dung
the
Yeah,
car
head,
crash.
of
rainbow
They
course,
want
head,
to
of
see what's
bald
gonna
course,
head,
happen
bitch.
next.
of
They don't have a
course.
Yeah,
choice.
you.
You know
Of
what I'm saying?
course.
But it's
Better leave the
best you
dog
don't
alone.
add fuel to the fire because that's what he's looking for.
Go
Right.
Because
find you a cat.
this nigga did something today.
Tom and Jerry shit.
He was watching something with
Fuck
Suge
with the
Knight,
dog.
and
hmm
Suge was talking about
Nothing nice,
Snoop was
bitch.
Yeah, it was a
a
snitch or something like
snitch or
that.
whatever.
Yeah.
And then
Rat boy.
Snoop responded to it. Don't respond to this nigga, man.
Exactly.
Leave that and stay away from him.
Listen, I
Because he's
learned.
gonna assassinate you. That's his
Yeah,
shit. Stay away
yeah.
from
And
him.
you can't be like,
Leave that
listen,
man alone,
that
man.
man pushing numbers, so you
Yeah.
gonna kill yourself going back and forth with him. I learned that silence is the best vengeance. You know what I'm saying? That
Man,
kills
yo.
that person the most because they want that response. Be quiet, leave him alone, let him go do his thing.
He
All
got
I'm gonna
his
say
lane.
is this. Yep, yep.
He got his lane. Let him stay that lane. And when you come with that OG shit, I'm an OG. Man, fuck all that. These kids don't give a fuck about no OG.
At
They don't care
all.
No,
about
they
me, no
don't.
big
They don't.
dog, or
They
my
don't.
big G. They don't give a fuck about none of that shit. They're gonna
At all.
disrespect you real quick. Like, get the fuck out of here.
Yep.
Man,
They
stay
don't
in
Only
your
thing
lane.
I
give
hope, as
Let that
much
man.
attention.
no fucks. They don't give them.
Exactly.
Hell yeah.
As much attention that they given to 6ix9ine, I hope that they give it to Bobby Shmurda and the GS9 when they
Oh
get
no no no
released.
no no!
Because them
Bobby Shmurda,
niggas
listen to me.
ain't loyal.
Bobby Shmurda, when he come out, he did his time. He did extra time just to
Yeah,
save
just
his
for his
man.
dog.
Oh,
Just to save his dog.
he gonna blaze. Oh no, don't give me. He gonna do his thing. But
hmm
again, 6ix9ine is in his own fucking lane.
Yeah,
That
let that
nigga got
shark go.
loyal
Let him
fucking. That
keep him
nigga
over
got
there.
loyal fucking zombie followers.
Yeah,
He got not
you
followers.
ain't gonna stop
He
that.
got zombie. He don't got
Yo,
fickle
this
fans. He
kid
got
got 100.
zombies.
This kid probably got like 200 million viewers on YouTube right now.
Man,
You can't
he got
stop that.
zombie
There's no way you can
followers,
stop it.
and he got crackers behind him saying, "Do your
hmm
thing. We got you. Do your
Yep.
shit." And he knows exactly what to do. This social media and this shit is not like Snoop Dogg. Of course, he uses his social media,
hmm
but these younger niggas right now, these younger cats, they got their hand on the pulse of that shit.
hmm
Leave that man alone. Don't. And Snoop wasn't even talking loud. He was talking real soft, like you
Yeah,
don't
he's
listen
like,
to me now.
man,
You don't want to fuck with
man.
me or whatever.
He said, you
Listen,
know
man.
what was funny?
Leave that man alone, man.
Go find a cat and leave the dog alone. Go play Tom and Jerry, but leave the
Okay,
dog alone.
fine. But if I was Snoop, I wouldn't have said nothing. I would have just said, I would have kept my mouth shut. Because Snoop is way too much above that dude.
Yes.
Snoop is in a whole nother category. When Snoop got to
hmm
come down to that nigga level of talk, it just diminishes his shit. It tarnishes him. He needs to
All
Mm-hmm.
just stay
right,
away
so
from that dude.
we gonna
Stay
come
away
right
from
back.
that dude. Here we go. Let's do what they do.
Let's go.
All right, so we're gonna go in on a little bit of. I mean, it's been really, really, really disturbing to see. I mean, it's nothing new.
Mm-hmm. Right, it's just
they
on
treat
TV
us like
now.
cattle.
It's on the
You know what I'm
internet
saying?
now.
They
Yeah,
treat
it's
us like
just able to
cattle.
see.
You know, to see the unfortunate, deaths of Breonna Taylor and Ahmaud Arbery.
Yeah.
The
I
lady
mean,
was in her. The
it's
young girl was
devastating.
in her bed, sleep, man. Kicked the door,
Devastating.
and this is like, and you know what the crazy thing is like these things been happening for generations. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. That's what I said. It's
Yeah, so
generation
nothing
when is
new.
it gonna
upon
stop?
generation, man. So, I mean,
Okay.
let's just hope she finds justice.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because when is this gonna stop? Like, this shit is a mess.
I'm telling you, man.
Man, it's
It's
not
like
hoping that she
terrible.
find justice, because if you leave it up to us, we don't never get justice. It's up to
And
these
yo,
people
the thing
to put
about it
things
is
right.
the crazy thing is that her boyfriend's in the crib. He calls 911 and says somebody trying to break into his crib. He pulls his gun. They start shooting. He shoot back.
Mhm.
He shoots one of them. They charge him with attempt murder.
Attempted murder
But
on a police officer.
the Aubrey case, them dudes chase this dude down, shoot
Mhm.
him. They stay out for 10 weeks. They don't even get
Mhm.
charged.
Yep.
Right.
It's crazy.
But what do you
And on
expect?
top of that,
This is
and on top, the
this
dude
is a
had a
police
legal,
officer.
the dude had a legal firearm, license to carry. The guy was protecting his dwelling, his house, his
Mhm.
castle. You didn't even, they were in plain clothes, no uniform. They never announced there was police. He was protecting his house.
Right. How would you
And
Man,
know?
it
You
goes
know? How
back.
would you
It
know?
goes back into saying like, when are we gonna get police for the police?
Mm-hmm.
Because it just shows like they do these crazy things and they always get away with it. It's always
yo,
justified. How
they
can you justify the fact that they go into the wrong house at that? They
Right.
raid
yeah,
the wrong
yeah,
house. You unload, you in
yeah,
plain clothes. You don't identify yourself. And you unload so many rounds in that house and kill that young
yeah.
lady who was an
Hit the
EMT.
lady, kill the
She just
lady,
like you guys. She's
hit the
a
lady
part of the
8 times.
service.
Hit the lady 8 times in her
And it's
bed.
like they just on desk duty. Like how? Like how are they not jailed? That's what I'm
Crazy,
saying. We need police for the police because it's going to continue to go on. Police,
crazy.
all they have to do is have a reasonable doubt. Oh, I thought he was pulling up your shirt. I thought he had a gun. Just the thought of them thinking they saw something, it's okay.
Yeah.
Come on, yo.
It's
This
crazy,
chick
man.
was they entered the wrong house. The person that they were looking for was already in custody.
Already in
How
custody.
can you
I don't even see
justify
how.
this?
I don't even see how they could have executed a warrant on somebody they have already detained. How could they
I
have
don't get
gone
it,
into
man.
this people's house? It's like it's crazy. But
I don't get
yo,
it.
we'll
I don't
just
get it.
see.
I
We'll
don't
see.
get it.
Oh, but
It's just unexplainable.
the thing that kills me is that in the Aubrey case, these two guys, they're not even cops. They're not cops.
Well,
They're
he's a
not anything.
retired. One is a
They
retired cop, so
but
he's in the city that he retired from, so they're gonna protect him.
of course, but the thing about it is that they went, tracked this dude down, cornered him, shot and killed him, and they stayed out for 10 weeks. This dude is living in his house. Somebody enters his crib. He pulls his gun, shoots. They charge him with attempt murder and take him to jail. And if I'm not mistaken, I think he's still in jail. I read something. They
Yeah,
said that the judge
I
let him
didn't
out, but
see
I don't know how
anything.
true that is. But I
Yeah,
mean, come on, man.
it's like that.
It's
It's like
crazy.
none of the Bill of Rights, none of the amendments, none of the
The
Constitution don't
Second
apply
Amendment
to
don't
us.
apply. The Second
It
Amendment
don't
don't apply to
apply
black
to
folk.
us. It
They
just
pick and choose it.
shows. It
The Second
shows.
Amendment don't apply. You pull your gun, you shoot somebody, your
Insult
black
to
ass is going to
injury,
jail.
yo. Like, yo, you slaughter this
Yo,
young lady. You slaughter
yeah,
you slaughter his lady. He's protecting him, and you
yep,
still jail him with the intent of killing an officer as if he intended to do that. And you
yeah,
guys raided their house in plain clothes. Didn't
yep.
even identify yourself
Crazy.
who you were. Like, these are people who
Let's
don't
see.
have criminal records. This was a legal firearm.
Legit.
Not to mention they were protected. He was protecting
License
his
to
home.
carry.
It just shows,
License
man.
to carry. You
It
know,
just
I think
shows.
about it all the time.
It
Like,
just
damn,
shows.
I'm inside my house. Somebody comes breaking my door. I pull my gun. It's possible I'm gonna go to jail or get killed because
Oh
I'm
yeah,
trying to protect my home.
of course.
Crazy.
And you gonna
What
get
was
locked
he
up.
supposed to say? That's so crazy. It's like, what was he supposed to
Crazy.
say? Wait, stop. Who
Crazy.
are you?
He called
And y'all know
911.
I'm blind. Y'all know I'm blind. I can't see, so I gotta put my glasses on like an old lady right now.
He called 911 saying that, listen, somebody's trying to break into my house. Not only did they start shooting, they was on the balcony. They started shooting from all angles, like from the balcony, from the front. He only got one shot off. That was it.
I saw something so deep, and you know, it's so crazy. I just wanted to go over it real quick, because it just shows as a people how much sufferation we endure. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, you know, like this saying it says, Black people are so tired. We can't go jogging. Hence Ahmaud Arbery. We can't relax in the comfort of our own homes. Hence Botham Jean and Tanya Jefferson. We can't ask for help after being in a car crash. You know what I'm saying? Jonathan Farrell and Rainisha McBride. We can't have a cell phone. Stephon Clark. We can't leave a party and go safely and get to go home safely. Jordan Edwards. We can't play loud music. Hence Jordan Davis. We can't sell.
It cut off.
She got the frozen face. She got the frozen face.
Oh man.
She done froze up.
Froze.
It's just terrible, man. It's just
Frozen
a terrible.
time.
It's just, I'm telling you, man. She frozen in time for real. But it's just terrible, man. It's just terrible how we gotta the stuff, the trials and tribulations that we have to go through to get justice. I mean, really, I don't even know if we're gonna call it justice. I don't.
It's not. That's the thing. It's not.
It's ridiculous,
just.
Man.
It's helpless. Actually,
I don't know.
like it's so helpless. It's like it's so helpless. It's like it's just slavery again. You're nothing. You're still nothing. You don't have any rights. You don't have anything. It's like, who raised these people? Like, who raised these people? Like, that's it. Like, who raised you, bruh? Like, terrible, are you kidding me? Somebody must be told them to go inside that man's house. Or when they go, you know, they was like, oh, we're going to go with full force. We're not going to say anything. We want them to be scared. We want them to whatever. We want to do that element of surprise type shit. And they just didn't know he had a gun, number one. And number two, they didn't know they was after the wrong person. It's just a hot mess.
Yeah. Excuse the delay or the interruption. I don't know what's going on, but we're going to get this out today. We're going to get this out today because it seems like, you know, we're always the oppressed. We never get justice, and there's always something going on with us. You know what I'm saying? So I wanted to go back into what I was going into. Because Black people are so tired. They are.
Right.
I'm going to twist the hat to the back because this is some serious shit right now.
It's serious.
Look. It's serious.
Business.
You know what I'm saying? We are tired because we can't go jogging. Hence, Ahmaud Arbery. We can't relax in the comfort of our own homes. That's Botham Jean and also Atiana Jefferson. You know what I'm saying? We can't ask for help after a car crash. Jonathan Farrell and Rainisha McBride. We can't have a cell phone. Stephon Clark. We can't leave a party to get home safely. You know what I'm saying? Jordan Edwards. We can't play loud music. Jordan Davis. We can't sell CDs. Alton Sterling. We can't sleep. Aiyana Jones. We can't walk from the corner store. Mike Brown. We can't play cops and robbers as a 12, 11-year-old child. Tamir Rice. We can't go to church. Hence the Charleston 9. We can't walk home with Skittles. Trayvon Martin. We can't hold a hairbrush while leaving our own. We can't hold a hairbrush while leaving our own bachelor party. Sean Bell. You know how much bullets they riddled in that man? You know how much bullets they riddled in that man the day before his wedding? We
It's
can't
that
party
time.
on New Year's Eve, Oscar Grant. We can't get a normal traffic ticket, Sandra Bland. We can't break down on a public road with car problems, Corey Jones. We can't shop at Walmart. We can't even hold a BB gun in Walmart, John Crawford. We can't have a disabled vehicle, Terrence Crutcher. We can't read a book in our own car, Keith Scott. We can't be a 10-year-old walking our grandfather. This is devastating, yo. And I'm not even done yet. Clifford Glover. We can't decorate for a party. Claude Reese. We can't ask a couple questions. Randy Evans. We
But
can't
yo,
check in peace. Hold on, I'm not done, Jefe. We still got more.
I'm sure
Can't
you're gonna
get
go
our
for
check in
days.
peace.
That's more. We got.
Yvonne
You're gonna go for
Smallwood. We
days.
can't take out our wallet. Amandu Diallo.
Yeah.
We can't run. Walter
Right there.
Scott. We can't breathe. Eric Gardner. We can't live.
Yeah.
Freddie Gray. Yo, we tired. How much of this we gotta go through? And this is, and these are just the public ones. This is not even going into the ones that we don't even know about.
Right.
This
Shit that's
is
been
sad,
happening
man.
behind the
It's scary.
scenes.
It's scary.
Yeah, that's been
And we're black.
covered
We're
up
black.
by them.
We're black. We're black. It's happening to you and me, Lady Love. It's happening to Jefe. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's happening to our children.
Yeah.
When is it gonna stop? And
Every
I'm sick
day.
and tired of hearing all this kumbaya shit and this we shall overcome shit and the prayer shit. And I feel sorry for them and I forgive them shit. Nah, we gotta start standing up like Malcolm X because clearly the Martin Luther King route ain't working. It's not working. So when is it gonna change? When is it gonna change? It ain't never gonna change until we start putting one in their ass and their ass too.
Yo, man.
Yeah.
Every day I step out the house, man. I always step out the house.
Crazy.
I step out the house, man. I always think about how am I gonna avoid crazy today. That's how you got.
But the thing is, Jefe, we always talk about it. We always say we, being licensed to carry and stuff like that. But like, does it? I mean, we don't matter because although we licensed to carry and we try to avoid crazy and crazy come up to us and we pop their ass in the head, we going to jail.
Right, you still going to jail. Exactly.
Although we licensed to carry and we trying to avoid crazy, guess what? The police see us with a strap, they're gonna kill us.
I'd rather be judged by 12.
I think I even skipped Philando Castile. Philando Castile mentioned he's licensed to carry. He has his thing on his hip, and he still got shot. And you asked him to pull out his license and to show him, and he went to pull for his license, and you still shot him. So when is it gonna change?
Yeah. It's not.
When is it gonna change?
It's not. And
exactly.
If you talk about anything other than that whole kumbaya and God forgive them and turn the other cheek and everything gonna work out for the better, blah 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 blah. If you stop talking that, right, and you start preaching that Malcolm X, then it's like, oh, okay, so the black folks are building, they're planning to retaliate, they're gonna start a war amongst other nations or other cultures or whatever, because it's just, if you black, then you black, but then you have other cultures or whatever that I feel like they don't understand that they not white, and they don't understand that if they not white, they are considered black, like they are considered like a minority. You will never be black. Like, well, you will never be white is what I'm trying to say. But they will still go for what the white man saying. Go for, vote for the white man that's still oppressing the minority. Yeah. Anything aside from black is just like the worst thing. But if we come together and we decide to do something about it, you know what I mean? We just gonna be talking even more because they're gonna really feel like we a threat. They're gonna really feel like they got the whole means to be even more aggressive than what they have been anyway. So what the hell?
You know what I seen? I seen that there's like this group. I guess they're calling themselves like Black Panthers. I'm not sure because I didn't really do enough research, and I do apologize. But I do see like in the neighborhood that Ahmaud Arbery was killed, like they're walking around with guns and policing. I want to see more of that. I want to see our communities monitored, just like how these white folks can go onto like capitals of each state and protest and say it's our right to catch coronavirus. You know what I'm saying? The audacity. I want to be able to march and walk with guns too, to protect our own people. Because when you listen to like all the names that I've named, right? And you go back and you research and you look at like the cases and the criminal files, and most of these cases have went like, hey, that's it. These are all justified. You know what I'm saying? When you look at that, it's crazy. You got Tamir Rice. Tamir Rice was what, 11? From 9 to 11, he could have been either one of them ages. He was playing with a BB gun on a park, and the cop just roll up, ain't ask no questions, ain't say nothing at all, and unload it on that child. So what do you think? Like, they don't look at us as human. They don't look at us as equal. We're cattle to them. We're nothing to them.
Right.
So all this kumbaya shit, it gotta stop, because it ain't gonna change. And what most disheartens me is that Barton Jeans situation. I don't know if I'm pronouncing his name right, because Tequila
the guy that was inside his house.
Yeah. The family apart, like, was feeling sorry for this white bitch who killed your own brother, who killed your son, who killed your nephew, who killed your cousin. He was sitting on a goddamn couch eating ice cream, watching a movie, and you feel sorry for her? And you feel sorry for her. That's why they ain't never gonna take our ass serious, because of dumb shit like that. And if I was him, yeah, I'm done, because that shit right now just riled me up, and I don't want to be aggressive, and I don't want to be racist and nothing like that, because I'm not. But that type of shit right there, that's why we ain't never gonna get justice.
But you know what? Just by you know what? But you know how they're gonna see it now. What they doing now is just by you being aggressive and just by you taking a stand, they saying that, oh, you racist and you against them. That's the new tactic now. The new tactic now is to reverse it back on us now. Yeah. To reverse it on. Oh no, I'm not racist. No, you racist because you calling me a racist. Nah, motherfucker. You know exactly.
It's
what
no
time
equality.
It is.
It's just
as
simple
Bottom
as
line
that.
is that you got privileges that I ain't got, and we the same motherfucker. We ain't got the same goddamn privileges, and that's just a fact. I mean, because even down there in Kentucky,
they're the less equal to us. They're the less equal to us.
Oh, there's no question about it. But that's the whole scam. This is a scam that's been going on for centuries and centuries. You know what I was gonna say from before. This stuff that's happening now is just because of social media. I mean, these things been happening since I could remember, since I was a kid, since I was growing up. I've seen cops beat dudes up and do things they're not supposed to do, plant guns, plant drugs. I've seen all this already. So this is like, you know what I'm saying? This is just an ongoing process. I don't know how that cycle's ever going to get broke, but I don't think so, because the thing about it is these white folks are so threatened and they know they so outnumbered. So they all about trying to gain power and keep that power by all means necessary. And if that means by going to people's house and shooting black people and killing people for no reason, especially black folk, because they know they outnumbered, that's what they're going to be doing. And that's what they've been doing. You know what I'm saying? I mean, just it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate, but that's just what it is. And the only thing I can say for myself is that I'm not going to be nobody's sacrificial lamb.
Oh hell no!
I'd rather be judged. I'd rather be judged by 12 than carried by 6.
Hell yeah!
So I'll fight that shit in court all day.
I will unload. You know what was my birthday gift to myself? Because my birthday was
yesterday.
We recording this on Saturday. My birthday was yesterday, May 15th. You know what my gift was to myself?
What was that?
An AR-15.
Oh my God!
An AR-15. That was my birthday gift to myself. Oh, yes. Because them crackers could be out there protesting about wearing masks for coronavirus. I said, listen, let me strap up like these crackers do. So I went ahead and gift myself an AR-15.
Wow.
That's it, baby.
Yeah, you know, you just, I mean,
one of those, because guess what? I'm not gonna be nobody's sacrificial lamb. I would rather unload a whole
guns. Listen,
on these motherfuckers.
My thing is if you're a black person and you are legally of age, you should be owning legal firearms.
Yo, I say this all the time.
It should be in your house. You should have a legal firearm to protect yourself. because
I
like
say
I
this all the
said,
time, Jefe. If you can get a passport and a gun, you need to have yourself a gun license and a passport. It should be no ifs, ands, or buts about it.
Yeah.
A
listen,
passport and a gun. You need to
I've
have
been
it.
to these. I've said this. I've seen it for a long time now. I've been going to some of these gun ranges, and these folks come out here. They don't just come by themselves. They come with the whole family, grandmother,
Yo, we
grandfather,
talked about this, yo.
Yeah.
kid from the
Yeah.
age 5 years old on up. Everybody's shooting. I don't know what they prepare. I know what they're preparing for, but they're preparing. You understand what I'm saying? So,
Yo, when you see the privilege, yo, that they could, like, this is a virus that's killing people, yo, worldwide, and the privilege to say, yo, we have the right to catch coronavirus and spread it if we want to. The audacity of them crackers, man. So for that shows that we
yo,
need to be more together
yo,
as a people, man.
listen. The privileges that some people, the privileges that they have, we don't get to have those type of privileges. And
Nah, and
like
we
I
never
was gonna
will.
say, from before, even with that gentleman down there in Kentucky, Kentucky has the same laws just like Florida, the stand your ground law, and they still took him to jail and they charged him. That's the shit that's crazy, you know.
Mm.
And another thing I was thinking about too, like I don't even mean to get off the subject, but it's like so crazy how like Michael Flynn, Paul Manafort, and things like that, and how like okay, like with Michael Flynn, I want to see like I don't know if you guys heard about it how they trying to drop the charges on him. The government wants to drop the charges on Michael Flynn.
But they are though. They are.
No, the judge hasn't actually said he's going to drop the charges. They saying
Not
they
yet.
want to drop the charges,
Not
but
yet.
but the thing, but it's, to
All
me,
them
that's like
crackers
the
get away,
biggest
Jefe.
slap. Yo, it's like the biggest slap in the face because I'm dying to see how this judge is going to handle the situation. Michael Flynn, okay, and I'm not talking from just to be talking. I'm talking from experience here.
Mm-hmm.
I want to see how this judge is going to drop these charges because he went into court, pleaded guilty in open court. Now, when you go to court and you plead guilty,
Yo.
you don't just plead guilty, be like, oh, I plead guilty and that's it.
Mm-hmm.
You have to stand up in a courtroom and you have to say what you did and why you are pleading guilty. And let me tell you something. The judge has to ask you crazy questions like, are you on any medication? Did anybody coerce you? Did anybody tell you that you about to get something that you're not supposed to get? Do you know why you pleading guilty? Do you know what's going to happen if you plead guilty?
Mm-hmm.
He didn't do that one time. He did it 2 times.
Damn.
So now, and the last time when he went into court, he tried to withdraw his plea. And the judge was like, oh, you coming in here to withdraw your plea? You sure you want to do that? So if you withdrawing your plea, that means you in contempt because you lied. So that's a whole nother charge. That's a whole new charge now. And he went back and backtracked off that shit quick. I want to see how they're going to work that out. Do you know how many people are sitting in jail for lying?
Yo,
And just
Jefe.
coming back and pleaded guilty, and then they try to say some lie and they got
When
caught
they
up.
didn't impeach your boy, this is the problem that they created. When they did not impeach, like, listen, them Republicans regretting that shit now. Don't get it twisted. But when
No,
they
they're not
did
regretting
not
shit.
vote, what?
Them motherfuckers ain't
When they
regretting
did
shit.
not listen, when
I
they
don't think so.
listen, Trump got them by the balls now. They cannot do nothing to that man. It's no longer a Republican party. It's a Trump motherfucking party. So I'm telling you, they regret that shit. Because now that man is off the radar with this shit that he doing.
Listen, like I said, like I told you, like I said before, listen, like I said before, and we can go back to another podcast on this. I told you, Mitch McConnell is the man, okay? You might think, yeah, Trump's the head. I told you, Trump going to act a fool. That's it. They want Trump to do what he's doing. But Mitch McConnell is the man. Mitch McConnell hold the purse. He says what he wants to do. He passed what laws he want to pass. If Trump go and say, listen, I want you to do this, I want you to do that. Mitch McConnell be like, motherfucker, we not doing that. Okay? Mitch McConnell is the man. You understand what I'm trying to tell you? The only thing Mitch McConnell is concerned about is holding on to his power. That's it. Holding on to power. That's all he's concerned with. Pushing in all his judges he need to push in. Like I said before, listen, just 2 weeks ago, they wanted to close the whole Congress down. Mitch McConnell said, fuck that, I'm coming back. Why he wanted to come back? Because one of his boys he wanted to push through to become a judge. So listen, man, it's about power. They don't give a fuck about what Trump is doing.
They don't.
All they care about is the power, my nigga. They want to control that power and solidify the power. They don't care. Long as they have that power, they don't care. Okay?
Man, Trumpy Bear is out here like doing all type of crazy stuff. Him and his
that fucking bear. I was like, are you kidding? I was like, is that for real? I was like, is that for real?
Listen to me. It's just like any third world country. It's like, okay, let me give you a prime example. It's like the country, my mother and father's country of Haiti. Haiti is upside down. It's always gonna stay upside down. Why it's always gonna stay upside down? Because they want it to stay upside down. Shit. No, not because of that. When you got all the confusion, and it's so much confusion, that's the best way you can rape and pillage. Because while everybody's focused on all the confusion, we over here stealing. And it's the same thing. It's the same thing here. While Trump is creating all the confusion, talk about sticking lights in your ass and disinfecting, these niggas out here are stealing. Plain and simple. This shit is 1 and 1 is 2 all over. 1 and 1 is 2 all over the world, my nigga. I don't care how you say it. You can say the Arabic, Chinese. You put them 2 motherfuckers together, you're going to come back with 2. This is what these niggas is doing. It's about solidifying power. That's all it is. They know they outnumbered. They know they about to lose power. They want to solidify that power so they can have that shit generationally. Just like that last dude. What was that dude? What was he? Was he a senator? I forget what he was. And he clearly said it. He was a governor. He was a governor of Texas. He was like, guess what? Fuck that. We know we're gonna open Texas up because we don't give a fuck. We're gonna let people die. People gonna have to die. But for us to save our country, we gotta do what we gotta do. People gonna die. Oh well, who cares?
Yeah,
because they know
that's what they're saying.
They know it's gonna be the poor people dying. Exactly. They know it's gonna be the poor people dying. They know it's gonna be the middle class.
They want the poor. The black and the brown is gonna die, so they don't care.
Absolutely. They want to eliminate all that shit. So, it's about solidifying power. It's about, pushing all that money up to the 1%. That's what it's about, man. It ain't about nothing else. I mean, listen to me. It don't have to be Trump. It could have been when it comes to the Republicans,
anybody,
they don't care who the fuck is their president. Because they know regardless of whatever they're going to do, the Republicans are going to fall in line. They don't give a fuck. The bottom line is it's about solidifying power. Point blank, plain and simple, man. Simple. They don't care. All that little shit, niggas are dying, cops shooting people. They don't give a fuck about that, man.
Yeah, they like get rid of them. Get rid of them.
It's better for them to have that confusion while everybody's focusing on that, which we should focus on it. But the amount of shit they doing behind the scenes is unbelievable.
That's what we should be really focusing on. But that's what we want to talk about.
Come on, man.
Listen, man. It's crazy. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. It's just unfortunate. Y'all know I'm a crier.
Yo, man, we can sit here.
I just be sitting here. I be upset because I'm like, damn, dog. How much time we gonna kumbaya with these people? These people don't care, yo. We gotta start blasting back too. Like that's the only way it's gonna change. To where be like, oh, yo, these niggas serious. All right, so we gonna definitely have to. You know what I'm saying? Put some restrictions or some rules into play. My thing is this.
They're not gonna do that. There ain't gonna be no restriction.
Sorry.
It ain't gonna be no restriction.
I'm sorry to say with both cases, right? Because the police is always justified. It's hard to really lock the police. Look at me, I'm grabbing for my glasses. That's how I'm glad. The police. The problem is the police. We need police for the police. You know what I'm saying? To really monitor them, because the things that they do is gonna always be justified because they're policing. It's that gray area. It's that gray area that's gonna always get them away. You know what I'm saying? And it's the same thing with Ahmaud Arbery. That little small window when the camera turned away, when the camera turned away and we couldn't see what was going on, that's gonna get them off on that stand your ground shit. And mark my words.
Yo, man. Bottom line
When
is,
the
yo,
camera turned away and we
it's
couldn't see that shit
it's
with who was
too
fighting for the gun, it's gonna be a small little
yo.
gray area that's gonna solidify them with the stand your ground off. And
It's
I
yo. It's clear.
and
It's
it's
clear.
horrible.
It's clear, and it's always been that way. There's two separate books that apply for two separate sets of people. There's one book
Mm-hmm.
that apply for the black and brown folks, and there's another book that apply for the white folks. Okay, so and that book is basically, let's give the white folks the benefit of the doubt. If it's a nigga, fuck
Always.
him, we're gonna slam his ass, and that's the bottom line. It's just no two ways around it. Let's just call a spade a spade. That's just what it is.
Yeah, no,
When it
a
come to the
fact.
white
But
folk,
listen,
when it come to white folk, let's give them the benefit of the doubt. They got a
Mhm.
family. That, you know, he has to feed his family. It's not the same thing when it comes
you
on the other
listen. Let me
side
tell
of
you
the table.
something. Listen, in no way, shape, or form, because I'm a believer in God. You know what I'm saying? I pray every night. I pray a couple times a day. You know what I'm saying? But let me tell you what book is for us. That Bible. That's it.
Yeah,
The Bible was
that's
put
it.
in to control us, and that's it. All
Right.
that other stuff, like the amendments and the Constitution and the Bill of Rights, that's not for us. The Bible
Right.
says, okay, here, this is your book. But all
Mhm.
the other stuff, it ain't
Keep
for
them
us, man.
suppressed. Yep. Keep the black folks suppressed,
And it's
praying.
terrible.
I don't know,
Listen, I'll
man.
be damned, man.
Yep.
Listen,
It's
I
just,
see
it's
these
just.
crackers on TV and they holding their AR-15s, and I say, listen, I'm gonna get me one. I'm gonna get me one. Yeah.
It's good to
Mhm.
know.
I'm
It's
gonna get me
good to
one.
know you.
For real.
It's good to know. It's
For
good to know
real.
you got. It's good to know you got one in the house.
I mean, it ain't come yet. It ain't come yet.
It didn't
It
come
ain't
yet.
come yet. That shit back ordered now.
It's on no way. It's
All
on
this
no
shit sold
way.
out. The bullets and all that shit sold out for it, but it's coming. It's coming.
Mhm.
Man, it's just.
Wait.
I mean, we sit here and we could sit here. We talk about these things, and it's gonna be another It's gonna be something
Man,
else.
this
It's
shit
gonna
ain't
be
gonna change. You know
another
why it's not gonna change,
Breonna
man? You
Taylor. It's
already
gonna be
know
another
why it's
Breonna
not gonna
Taylor.
change because
Mhm.
we shall overcome.
Right.
All that shit, and that's not gonna work.
We're
That's
gonna
not
be
gonna
out here
work.
protesting, stomping the
All that
pavement, all that
protesting ain't gonna
bullshit.
work, man. All that
That's
stuff
just
ain't
what it
gonna
is,
work
man.
until we really go back to like when we had the Black Panthers to protect us. Ain't
Mhm.
nothing gonna change. The Black Panthers made them very afraid. That's why they off Huey P. That's why
Mhm.
they off everybody. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
The
That's
thing about
true.
it
It ain't
is,
gonna
the thing about
change.
it is, the first thing that we need to do is really, really unite and really, really come together. Once we could do
Man,
that,
listen.
that's what really scares them because it's. I mean,
Yo, you
the
not
best thing for
killing.
them to
You
do,
not
the best
killing
thing for them to
a
do is
family
to
of mine.
separate. Once they be able to separate and conquer like that, I mean, that's what they always do. You know what I'm saying? So it's really about really coming together and getting on a good foundation of a one track and moving forward
Hmm.
with moving forward with something that's really, really. I mean, and of course, there's a lot of groups out there. Black Lives Matter. There's a lot of groups out there. They try to turn these, and then the thing about it is, when you have these type of groups out there like that, then you have the white media and these white folks trying to turn these people into terrorists. But
Hmm.
these people who storm the Capitol and storm the you don't call them terrorists. You call these kind of people patriots.
Yo,
They're
yo,
patriots.
Hefe, these
Crazy.
people was
This
threatening
is
governors,
crazy,
saying
blood.
they was gonna kill the governor,
This shit
and
is
nothing
crazy.
happened to these people. The governor
Yo,
had to walk with security because of these crackers, and it's okay.
yo,
But when we
yo,
do
it's
it,
crazy.
and
Yo,
that's to show you the difference.
yeah,
We out
yeah.
there petty crimes, not even a crime because it's not even a crime. Petty infractions like not putting on your mask properly, they beating our asses. But you got the white folks across the street that's at the park eating grapes and grilled cheese with no
No
mask on,
mask,
but
no
y'all walking
mask.
around giving them masses. That's to show you the difference. That's to show you the difference.
But that again, let's go back to what I said. I tell you, there's two separate
Goat cheese,
standards. There's two separate standards
Parmesan
for two sets
cheese,
of people.
Yep.
There's two sets of standards for
Gruyere
two sets of people,
cheese.
man.
It's
It's the
crazy.
privilege. It's the privilege.
All
Is
this
that
shit that
it's
we
the
doing,
privilege,
all of this
you know?
marching and all this stuff ain't gonna work. We gotta start busting them in the head, just like how they bust us in the head. It
To the
gotta be
white meat.
force for force, and that's
To the
it.
white
That's the
meat,
only way it's
baby.
gonna work. And I hate. And listen,
To the
I'm not a
white
violent
meat.
person. I'm not a violent person, and I'm not like a person that wants like confrontation. But it
Mm.
shows that they do not respect us as humans. we look at as cattle, and that's
Yeah.
it. And it ain't never gonna change as long as we be on fucking stand hugging the motherfucker that killed us and say, "Oh, we sorry, we apologize, we
Right.
feel for you, we don't want her to go to jail, we forgive her." That's that shit right there. You know why
Straight
they have us
bullshit.
controlled like
Fuck
that?
shit.
Because of the what? Not because of the Quran, not because of this,
Oh, because of the
not
Bible.
because of this, not because of the Quran, because of the Bible, the King James version. That's how they have us tied up with that shit.
Yep,
that
they
we're gonna
have
open
for
the
so
book,
Well,
long.
like
slap this
I
in
mean,
the
like I
face,
said,
they're gonna be
the
able to
the
accept it.
Bible is the Bible. Like like the Bible, you know, is just a form of control. That's just what it is, you know. And the thing is, they hide behind it. They hide behind the Bible. You know what I'm saying? It's just a form of
Mm-hmm.
control. They hide behind the Bible. You know.
And don't
I
look at
mean,
it like I'm
listen.
crazy because I have it too. I have it too now. Look at it. I have it too.
Every
But
black
they
person got one
want
in
you to
their
use
house
this.
or in their
They
car or
want you
somewhere.
to use this,
Every
but
black
not
person.
this. They
Every
want you to
black person
use
got one.
this,
Yeah.
but
Yep.
not
Oh no.
this.
Being that you got that, you a terrorist. You a terrorist
Yeah.
having that.
Yeah.
That's
You gotta
terrorism.
go
You
because
with
guess
Al
what? It's
Qaeda
the
right now.
same though.
You
It's
with
the
Al Qaeda. You a
same.
terrorist.
It's the same. They may change the names and stuff like that different, but it's the same word. You know what I'm
You
saying?
a
It's the same word.
terrorist.
But
You a terrorist.
one is
No.
a form of
You a
control
terrorist. You a
and one
terrorist.
is a radical. One is a radical and one is a form of control.
Shut up.
It's yo. Listen, man. This
I just show
this
I
stuff will
got
get
both.
you
Like
so hot
I read
into
my scriptures. You know what I'm saying? But I wanted to read the other way as well to see, like, okay, you know,
you
what's the
trying to
difference?
be. Oh, you trying to convert. You trying to convert to become ISIS, huh? Okay.
Not necessarily.
That's how they looking at you. No,
Yeah,
that's what they no.
not
But that's
that.
how they looking at it
It's a
though.
fact.
That's how they looking at it though. They looking once you
It's a
put that.
fact.
Oh, you a
But
terrorist.
nah.
Oh, you a
But they
terrorist.
know. Listen,
Oh,
I'm sitting
you're
here
a terrorist.
drinking.
Okay.
I'm sitting here drinking tequila. I got on jury. They already know I'm not a Muslim. You know what I'm saying? But it's just a show.
Right.
Like I'm a reader, so I read everything, and I try to compare everything to see what's the difference. And it shows
What's
one is a
going
form of
on? Yeah.
control, and one is a form of radicalism. And that's all I got to say
Crazy,
about that.
It's crazy. You know. But hey,
Cheers.
besides that,
Look, I keep grabbing for my
ladies, let's
glasses,
talk
yo.
about
I'm
something.
so used to having my glasses. I keep grabbing for my goddamn glasses.
So,
Like, I keep trying to adjust it.
so where they at? Where your
You
glasses
want
at?
to adjust your
They're right
eyeballs. That's what it
here.
is.
They're right
You
here.
want to
See?
adjust your eyeballs. That's
See?
what it is.
Oh, okay. So ladies, tell me something. So ladies, tell me something fun, man. What y'all been up to besides that? Tell me something fun. We've been on this other stuff, which is terrible. It's good stuff for us to talk about, but
The only
let's
fun
just.
I had was learning different ways how to masturbate. That's it.
Oh,
Oh my goodness.
Different ways how to
Oh
masturbate.
my
so let's
goodness.
get
Because I
into
know,
that.
because
So
I
what
know,
are some of the new
Let's get
ways?
into
the
So
that.
what are
normal
some
way.
of the
The
new?
normal way
So
was bland. Listen, yo, it was crazy because like I've been doing it so much, I've been falling asleep with my hand on my pad.
oh
Like,
my
I wake
God.
up, I'm like, oh
You
shit,
said
I didn't even finish.
so wait a minute. Hold on. Slow down. You're moving too fast. Let's take this step by step. So you said you've been masturbating so much. Go ahead.
Hold up. We're gonna come right back. We're gonna come right back and we're gonna get
Oh,
into hot stuff.
damn. Right. You see, right off the
God,
vibe. God damn it.
right
We're gonna get into
there,
hot stuff.
right
We coming
there.
right back.
Shit.
Hold
All
on.
right, we back. We back. All right.
Listen.
Okay. So what y'all talking about now?
I had to get
How
some-
many ways you found out to masturbate?
Hold on. Shout out to
Mhm.
Jefe. Thank you for my for my little edible arrangements that you gave, cause
You're very welcome. Man. Happy birthday.
So
your little
cute.
chocolate covered pineapples that came through. Ooh, they help.
So cute.
They help. Okay.
Mhm.
Give you a little something for your birthday. You know what I mean? You said you've been doing what? You masturbate 5-6 times a day?
Yeah, going to sleep like that.
Yeah, a lot.
So how many
A
times
lot, boy.
how many times do you masturbate per day? What are you doing?
Nah,
Ain't no
I'm
more
so
than a
bored.
man.
It's just like, oh,
But let me ask you a
I'm like,
question.
oh,
Do you
okay.
do you masturbate in between you going to work? Like you working? You masturbating?
Well, I'm at home, so hey.
I'm saying you doing. No, let me do my order and let me go masturbate.
Yeah,
Come
so
back.
Get back to it.
sometimes it'd
Fuck
be like,
out of
hey,
here!
you know what I'm
You
saying? I'm working. They'd be like, oh, let me get one off real quick.
Oh my God.
I don't see how you do it. I honestly do not see
Because
how
I'm
she
at
do it.
home. I'm at home. You know what I'm
I
saying?
don't
So
see
I'm
how
not
you
trying
do
to
it.
get tempted by nobody's son. I'm not trying to get like I just say let me just get myself off.
Oh, okay. So once you get somebody off, you once you get off, you good. You don't need nothing else. You good.
Yeah, for like a couple hours.
Damn.
But
This
you
is
know,
back to
I
back.
mean, statistically, it shows or it states that men, it don't matter how much a woman masturbates, a man still does it a good 50 times more.
Really?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah. 50
Look at
times
her
more. It
face.
don't matter.
That's possible.
Yeah. 50 times more, yeah. I had to get my
Because I
tea
guess
because it's some tea, okay?
with guys, I'm not gonna say fantasize more, but they eat with their eyes more. So I guess porn would be the thing.
Of
So
course.
what it
That's
is for
high too,
you?
yeah.
So what is it for you? Does porn help you, or you don't even need porn, Sass? You just go in. You need porn?
Yeah. I mean,
She
now,
says, yeah. So let me ask you a question.
yeah.
Like, what kind of porn are you interested in? Like,
Yeah,
what
we've been down this road. Here we
Yeah, we've
go.
been on this
No.
road.
I never asked her.
It's all
I
different
never
kinds.
asked. I never asked her what kind of porn she like. I never asked you what kind of porn you like.
No,
Yeah,
I
we had
don't
this
think
conversation before.
I don't think it's
We
been
didn't talk about
recorded.
porn. We never talked about porn.
I don't think it's been recorded.
But
Oh yeah, that's true.
yeah.
That's true.
Oh, has it? So
Nah.
what is it? What is it for you, Sat? So what is it for you? Is your porn like what which porn?
I can't wait. Get it out there.
Which porn do you go to? Wait a minute, get it out. Oh, so what? You already know, Queen?
This
You already
shit
know
is
Miss Love?
hilarious. Go ahead, girl. Say it now. Go
So
ahead.
what porn do you go to like this is the one that gets me off? It's gonna be good because she's chewing on
during
it.
quarantine, honestly, it's been like crazy stuff that I don't even really watch. It's been everything.
So
I just been clicking everything. Like
what
if you
porn?
go on
Look.
if you go on like
Listen.
Pornhub.com on my phone, everything is purple.
What? What do you mean by that? What you mean everything is purple on your phone?
Everything is highlighted. I click everything. I click Bukkake. I click
Ooh.
girl on girl, boy on boy.
Oh my God.
Teenager. Everything that got clicked.
Look at that
Wow.
face. Look at that face.
Everything.
He's like, what? He's like, what type
It's
of
boring
animal
now.
are you? Look.
I want to
Hey,
know
listen,
which
man.
one that you like the most that really gets you off.
Look.
Well,
The most,
you
I
been
ain't gonna
said you
lie.
were a freak a long time ago. You said you were a freak. Well, yeah, which one you like that you get off the most? You're a freak of the week. You been said that a long time ago. That's not nothing new.
The most. Let me see. Gangbang.
What's the most?
What?
Gangbang. Like
What did
one
you say?
girl, like 10
Gangbang?
dudes.
Would you ever like?
Gangbang.
Would you
One
like to
girl,
be
10
gangbang?
dudes. Nah, me personally, no.
What?
What about you?
Me
What about
personally,
you?
no,
What
but
about?
that's what I've been watching.
It turns you off. What you been watching? So do you? How about Miss Love, when you by yourself? Miss Love, when you by yourself, do you do porn or you don't need that? Or you ready to go? You don't really need that. You your own porn star by yourself.
Well, see, I don't really. For me, I'll watch porn, but I probably won't click on nothing. I just scroll. Like they got enough shit on there. I don't even look at nothing. I just be scrolling the whole time because they got all the videos right there. So
you're not watching video.
Yeah,
so you're not watching video. You just scrolling on pictures. You just watching pictures.
Yeah. No, like they play like little like snippets of the video.
Oh,
okay. When
okay.
you scroll through or whatever.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, I'll be done.
She said I don't care. Oh, you go up, you get up that quick, done that fast, bang, boom.
And then me is different because
I be in motion. I wake up and I be like, damn, I ain't even finished, and I went to sleep.
Oh my this girl.
What?
See?
Yeah, I be like this.
Oh my God.
And then I be like,
mm-hmm.
And then when you wake up, you in the position, you be like, damn, did I finish or not?
No, let me finish. No. And she be like, let me finish,
so
right?
Basically,
you realize you didn't.
Basically, it's 2 before you go to sleep, 3 when you wake up in the morning, and then breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Is that how it goes for you, sir?
Just about.
God damn, I wasn't bullshitting.
Just about.
Well, I mean, it's not.
Y'all got quarantine base. I don't got no quarantine base. So
True.
y'all got to give me an exemption.
Yeah,
That's
but you know, it's not
true.
even an exemption. But I mean, even if you quarantine, I'm not gonna be banging every 5 goddamn minutes.
Look at
What?
Ain't nothing else to do.
What? If
Ain't
I
nothing else to
want,
do, but I'm not doing that.
if I decided to quarantine with a bae, yes, it would be like that.
Nah, man. Come on, man.
Look at him.
I'm
Nah,
bored.
come on.
You bored. That's the only way you could do that. And
We could do a
once
lot
you
of
get
shit and
off,
don't be. We could be doing a lot of shit and not being bored. I mean,
Look at
yeah.
him.
listen,
Not being
But
bored.
then
you
again,
know
it
I do
depends
a
on.
lot
It
of
depends
stuff.
on.
I
It
do a
depends
whole
on.
lot of stuff and I still be bored.
But let me say it again. It depends on the scenario. If you're gonna be highly motivated and be doing shit and wearing different shit and things like that to motivate the situation, then probably. But you know, if we just hanging around, you better just sit down somewhere and leave me alone.
Yo,
You know, when I'm ready,
hey,
I'm ready.
make sure y'all check out the Raising Kings. We now have a TV station, the Raising Kings TV. It's
That's right. That's right. Raising Kings TV
www.stream.
people,
Yes.
Yes.
content people.
It's real.
www.stream, which is STRIMM. Raising Kings TV. We got our own TV network. So listen, I be hella busy. I be doing a lot of shit, but I still be thinking about what's on that.
So in between that time, why you so busy? So why you so busy? Like, damn, I gotta get another off.
Yeah. Listen, I could be right here like this.
Oh my
Wow.
God.
And working on the TV network.
So let me ask you a question. So Sass, so
In the world.
you don't have no toys in there. You don't use toys.
I do though, but I need a new one because I'm bored of that one.
Like
that one really don't do nothing for me no more.
Like what kind of toys do you use?
Hey, in 1 minute.
I don't like dildos, but vibrators I'm into.
Listen, in 1 minute, Jefe wife, she gonna come clean cross his shit.
No, I hear the music. I hear the music is playing. She good.
Okay, so they good. Yeah. Does that mean you trying to buy me a toy? Does that mean you trying to buy me a toy?
Yeah, I mean, you know what?
Yes,
you know what?
let's do it.
You know what? I don't think we should be saying this. I don't think we should be saying this on this right here, though. But I do have a toy. That I would get. We would want to test that toy out, but we have to test it out on air.
Oh,
Are y'all D?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Are you D?
Listen,
if I get that, no. I can't send you the toy. If I give you the toy, I have to be there because the toy has to be downloaded onto my phone.
So you gonna make me wait till after quarantine? Oh man!
No. I mean, we listen. We'll work something out. You know what I'm saying?
All right,
but you know what I'm saying? And look.
Listen, man.
And Miss Love knows. She's like, oh yeah, I know. You know what I'm talking about, Miss Love?
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Hey,
why? You got one? You got one?
No, I ain't got one. Hell no.
Why not? Why you ain't got one?
That is all. A man should never have that much power. Okay, that is too much power.
That's not that much power.
I'm not into the teasing. Like I snatched the remote. Like give me my shit.
No. It's not that.
You can't because it's their pleasure.
Whose pleasure? No, it's your pleasure.
The man.
But y'all also get off on it though. Y'all also get off on us, like to see the reaction. Because I had to have right. Like the whole time he had the remote control, and he laughing at me the whole time we in a restaurant, and I'm like,
what happened? Oh, so you did it before?
Yeah, the whole time. Listen, you know what happened? It's like I'm ordering food, and he like, and I'm like, and I'm ordering the food, and he like hitting it, and I'm like, yo, why are you doing this? And it's like he laughing because it's like he's getting enjoyment out of it, while I'm getting enjoyment out of it. It's both ways.
Mm-hmm. Look at him. He's like, okay.
It's both ways. I'm asking for water and lemon.
They having a virtual party.
Yeah, they lit out there. I hear it. That's what I did for my birthday. We had like our hookah session. We smoked out. you know, how to drink. That's why my tequila like done basically yesterday. See, it's done.
Partying.
Oh, yo, this is called. It, honestly, it's good because I never really was into tequila because of the whole. You know what really turned me away from tequila was a Patron. I don't think Patron is tequila. Patron is like some bullshit. Like this is
I
called
got a Patron, but I haven't
Exotico.
drank it yet.
This is no
Exotico.
Yeah, Exotico. It's honestly, and it won the gold medal in 2016 and 2017 for the best like spirit. You know, the best tequila. And I got the Blanco and I got the Reposado. But I thought the Blanco would pair better with the grapefruit soda. You know what I'm saying? But honestly, I'm a fan of tequila. When I do drink tequila, the only tequila I like is Don Julio. And Don Julio is
I've had Don Julio was good. I like Don Julio.
Don Julio is fly, and especially that 1942.
It's real smooth. It's real smooth.
Yeah, that 1942. That's the $150 bottle of tequila. That's the only tequila I would drink at any time. Like I would take a shot or something like that, it would be that. But this tequila is real smooth, so I like it. I'm cool with it, but I ain't gonna promote them because they ain't giving us no check. But it's good. I got this one and I got the Reposado one. But I just, I was taking shots with the Blanco.
Reposado.
Oh my God.
Reposado. That's how you say it. Reposado. You gotta say reposado.
I can't do that. Y'all know I can't do that already.
But wait, Jefe, you been what's the name since you been home?
I mean what?
Yeah.
No, you gotta get one off. You gotta squeeze one off here and there. You know
let me tell you something. I don't agree with that because y'all got days at home. Y'all shouldn't have to do it.
We do, but like I tell you, sometimes it could be other things on the playlist that you just it's just something that might go through your mind, a fantasy or something.
She's like, no.
It don't matter, but but see what it do. It entices a thing.
I don't think I should have to do
man, it sometimes when you get that off, the second round is just more potent. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you got to get one off your chest. And then the second
round is like, I'm gonna get it.
Exactly. Sometimes you gotta put in. Sometimes you gotta be like, listen, I gotta show you something so you can leave me alone for the next couple days.
That's what that is. That's what that is.
Hey,
or leave me alone for the next couple hours. You know what I'm saying?
That's what that is.
Get that off your chest. Next couple hours. You know what I'm saying? Get that off your chest, and you get your second round, and you go in for the kill. Show them what you're working with. You know what I'm saying?
Unless you're ready. Unless you're ready.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you can be ready. You know what I'm saying? You can be ready. You're supposed to be ready.
Because for me, it's like a video game. It's like, oh, he bust my ass, now I gotta bust his ass. He gotta bust my ass.
Busting me, so why you gotta be busting that? It's about
It's like, I got him. So now it's his turn. He gotta get me.
Oh, okay. Right. That's how
it's like playing a video game.
So it's like a tag. So basically, it's like a tag team. Okay, you got me. Tag me in. Tag me in. Tag me in.
Oh my God.
All right, ain't nothing wrong with that.
That's how it is.
That's a fact, but I'm sick. I'm sick of quarantine, man. I'm sick of it.
It'll be over Monday.
Well, I mean, even though it's over Monday, I'm not going outside. I'm not really going outside like that. I'm gonna continue my same regime. I'm gonna continue.
Fall for the banana in the tailpipe, goddammit.
I'm only going outside for groceries. No, the same thing. Nobody coming to my crib. None of that. I'm gonna continue to quarantine.
Ain't nobody coming to rescue you, baby. Ain't nobody coming to rescue us. So you gotta be on point, man. Straight up, man. We gotta be on point. Fuck that shit.
From this moment forward, like, let this be a lesson. Like, let this shit be like a lesson. If nothing else happened as a lesson, let this shit be a lesson for real.
Yeah, man. It's crazy, bro.
I just can't wait to see it. I think I'm gonna video all of it. Like, I'm not even like a live person, but I feel like I'm gonna need to be. I'm telling you, I'm gonna be looking at the lines at Aventura Mall right around the corner because the people couldn't wait for the mall to open. Yo, movie theaters, all type of stuff,
Yeah, man.
restaurants
Yo,
like the dine
man.
in.
But the thing is this: they open some of the malls have been opened up, not locally like where we are, but like northern Florida. But the stores are still closed. You know why? Because the stores are bankrupt, so they're never gonna open again. So you got a mall that's
JC
open.
Penny just filed.
Yeah, they just
JC
filed for
Penny.
chapter whatever
Yeah,
bankruptcy.
on Friday.
The
On
fact
Friday.
is that they open up the malls. Yes, the malls is open up, but ain't no stores open because the store's gone.
Yep.
So
They're out of
it's like,
business.
what are they doing? They're out of
Neiman
business.
Marcus, JC Penny, J. Crew.
Yeah.
Macy's just opened up, but I'm surprised they still hanging on. Macy's hanging on by a string.
You know why? Because Macy's did a good job with their marketing as far as like their sales and stuff like that. Macy's always had great weekend sales. So
That's
people
true.
will
Every
always
Saturday.
buy like online. Yeah. So Macy's had good online sales. So it really didn't affect them because of the fact that you know they continue to get like online shoppers. So when they kind of opened up, they was good. But JC Penny was already hanging on by a thread. Sears is out of here.
Well, they've been out of here. They've been out of here.
Yeah, but Sears is hanging on by a thread.
Yeah, we still got Sears down here. We still got
Sears been out of here. Sears been out of here way before the coronavirus.
No,
but
they was
Sears
open.
Was still open.
They was
though.
open.
They was still open. They was
still
really?
open.
You know what kept them open? Their protection plans with the appliances. But now
Yeah.
it's Corona stuff. They out of here.
They out of here.
They gone. So the mall is opening up. That's fine and dandy, but ain't no stores open in the mall. So
yo, these lines is gonna be crazy everywhere. I already seen last week in the traffic on the road. I was like, what is going on? Like,
yo,
more and more traffic. I'm like, where's this traffic?
You not catching me in them spots, man. You're not gonna catch me in them spots, yo. That's a done data. Until they get some type of.
They couldn't wait. Being in the house is like, I guess they just could not like take it anymore. They just
a lot of motherfuckers can't take it. They got to be out there in the street, man. Fuck it.
And then for the beach over here, for Lauderdale, Hollandale, Hollywood, those beaches, yo, the line is going. They're gonna have a bridge. I
heard Hollywood, boy. They can't wait, boy.
I'm telling you,
they can't. They said they got a curfew. They got like a curfew in Hollywood. It's like 6 a.m. 6 a.m. to 9 p.m. 9 a.m. But they about to open that joint up, boy. They want to get out. Them white folks want to get on that beach.
Crazy, yeah. Because they need the sun. If they don't, we got melanin. They don't have melanin, so they need a little bit of UV rays to make them feel human.
For real, else they in there looking like damn fucking Casper the Friendly Ghost.
Yeah, exactly.
Listen, ladies, I'm about to dip, man. I got to go to this little virtual party.
Yes, you do.
Yeah, we up out of here. That was it.
Yeah, ladies. So listen, I don't know what we doing. Are we in next week? Are we gonna be ready for next week? Are we gonna go again?
Of course.
Yeah.
We in for next week. We in for next week.
I miss y'all, man. I miss being with y'all, man.
Yes. It's nothing like having that studio. You know what I'm saying? Us actually being able to vibe and actually able to drink the same
when we get back together. When we get back together and we really doing this, it's gonna be a real big goddamn thing. We gotta do it right.
Yeah, of course. We need some more on the table. You know what I'm saying? We definitely got to do it right. But with time, we'll get back to where we need to be.
Yeah.
Right.
For sure.
All right, make sure y'all just hit us up on Raising Kings PC on Twitter, RaisingKingsPodcast@gmail.com.
Yeah.
We on Facebook, we on Instagram, we on all that. Raising Kings Podcast. Make sure y'all tune in every Tuesday.
You see the backdrop?
Exactly. You see the backdrop, but I apologize. It was my birthday week, so I was just lit like the whole week, so I kind of was late, but it's all good. But every Tuesday is Raising Kings Tuesday. You got a question, just hit us up. You can even go on YouTube and say, hey, what the hell is going on? And I'm going to respond to you. Same thing on Twitter, same thing on Facebook, and we good. You know what I'm saying?
You see where I'm at. I'm in my closet. Look at that. Oh, looking crazy in my closet.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
We here.
Whatever.
We appreciate y'all, and I understand that we put y'all on a hiatus, but we getting back to the business. So make sure y'all like, share, subscribe. Y'all get back rocking with us because y'all know y'all love the conversations that we have. And you know, you gotta love us. Raising Kings Podcast. As soon as we able to get back online with you guys. We're gonna, you know, start branding back the t-shirts. Oh, and don't forget, we now got a TV station, Raising Kings TV. Right. That's www.stream.com/RaisingKingsTV. We live 7 days a week, 24 hours a day. You can just kick back.
You got all the latest shows on there.
Exactly.
You can stream. Everything is on there.
Shows.
Everything. So dope.
And then, you know, just hit us up. Let us know how you feeling. You know, go ahead and comment on the videos on YouTube or send us an email, and we'll be happy to respond to you guys.
That's
we
right.
love you guys. We thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you again. This is the Raising Kings Podcast.
Peace out.
This is your girl, Sassy.
And it's your girl, Lady Love.
And I'm Jefe. Peace out.
We're out of here. Deuces.
Bye, ladies.
Stay
See you
safe.
later.
Bye, guys.
Bye, Jefe.
All right.